some of you been here for a while. So let's see if we get 5 by 5 and we'll get the show on the road here. So trying to look over. I can't see me on my computer yet. So let's see when y'all can see me. All right. Prep Rebel saying 5 by 5. Jasper Townsend. Yeah. I see the chat is just flying by, guys. And believe it or not, it's on slow mode. I've got it set where everybody can only make a comment every 1 minute. And I don't want to go any further because when we get winners tonight, they got to comment within 3. So, all right, y'all can hear me. Good deal. What do we got in here? 1,600 and some odd people so far. So obviously we'll get everybody in there. For those of you that are new, first time here, there's a reason for the hat, and I figure I'll give you the answer real quick. A couple of years ago, some doing live stream, somebody decided Saturday night was hat night, and for all the uh, content creators. And so I put the fedora on and it kind of stuck for Saturday. So there's no Godfather or anything. I'm not part of the mob or that's just the deal. It's a hat I've had for 20, 30 years, something like that. It's just, okay, it gets some use. I don't need it for snow anymore. Not in Tennessee. So, all right, while we're waiting for everybody to roll on in tonight, I'm going to give everybody a little bit of information just to think here. So I made a trip into Knoxville today. One of the things I did was get my hair cut. Okay. So for all those of you guys that are telling me I need a haircut. But had to go to, of all places, the military surplus store. There's 2 of them in Knoxville. Okay. And I went to the first one, and what I was specifically looking for was uniform equipment. And I kind of talked about this the other day. As we add people to the mag, we need to make sure they are properly attired. And again, for the exact reasons I was talking about in the video the other day, visual identification. Found it very interesting. At the first store I went, all they had were the Army ACUs, the digital pattern, okay, the current uniform they're wearing. And we don't want those for the simple reason that they're so easy to get. Anybody can get them, so it's not going to help you with any sort of identification. We were still looking for the old school BDUs, and then as a group, we've determined some ways to identify the way we're going to do it. So just somebody having a set of BDUs isn't going to be enough. So I finally found, I went to the other store and literally bought everything they had. They had 6 pair of slacks and 4 blouses. That was it. Okay, sorry, I've got this poison ivy in my eye and it's irritating. So granted, hunting season's coming up. I'll give you that. Maybe you've got people buying stuff like that. But I just found that kind of interesting. Sure, okay, you could say, well, you're down south and camo is kind of normal everyday wear for people too. But I'm just giving you a point. It's if you need to get something, get it while you can get it. Okay. So trying to pick up what we can when we can, if it's still available. So that's kind of the point. I just saw it really quick. Somebody flew by, saw Danish military, and that's great if you live in Denmark, okay? Because trying to find enough of that for everybody in your mag so you are in uniform might be difficult. And I know people say, well, you go to Walmart and buy the mossy oak stuff or what? Sure, but so can everybody else, okay? Because it's so readily available. You have to tweak it so there's something distinctive that you have. Many ways to do it, but that was kind of the point of the video the other day, to how to do it. Maybe it's different headgear, different t-shirt, boots, whatever would be somehow, armbands, as we talked about, whatever. The armbands I'm not the greatest fan of because, like I said, the movie The Dirty Dozen, you can just change armbands. But figure out something to make it unique for your group and difficult to copy. That's the way to go. Somebody just mentioned tiger stripes, and yeah, I remember wearing those in the military. That was the old Vietnam era tiger stripes is what we wore when we were playing Russian commando to go infiltrate the tankers troops to train them in prisoner handling. So it was kind of fun when we walk down and you'd be in a red beret and tiger stripes and salute an officer and they'd look at you like, who the hell is this guy? It's like, sorry, I still got to salute you. So that was kind of interesting. But it was plaid shirts, overalls, ball cap, and bare feet. Yeah, there you go. You forgot pregnant. Just kidding. All right. Okay, we got over 3,000 people in here. I think that's the first time we've ever had that many. All right. So let's kind of get into the drawings tonight. This is by far the biggest dollar amount giveaway we've ever done on the channel. We're giving away nearly $5,000 and stuff tonight. I am talking to some other companies and to some current ones about other things, so there will be continuing stuff. I enjoy the hell out of doing this because it's a chance for me to A, learn something about this equipment, but B, also a chance to help you guys get some of it, either as a contest winner or getting a good discount at it. So yeah, I do the negotiations, but you guys get the benefits in that. So that's all a good thing. So, all right. So I want to remind everybody about the rules on both these drawings tonight. And because I'm hoping that we don't have comments that come up that somebody didn't. No stress prepping. Thank you for the super sticker. I believe it was there. Appreciate that. That'll help in postage because the FF Power one I'm sending. So that one I've got here at the house. But that was the one I reviewed. So yes, no, I'm not keeping it. It's coming straight to you guys. I've got generators, so those are going to you. But I want everybody, Warrior Cheryl Ann, thank you as well. I want to remind everybody on the instructions, okay? For the videos, and I did this on purpose, is not like normal, you had to be in the contiguous 48, and you had to put the state in which you live in, and when you send me your address, it has to match, okay? You can't tell me you're in Michigan and then send me an address and say you're in Nova Scotia. That doesn't work. Well, then I'd have another drawing. But I added to each one of these videos something else that you had to add. One was your favorite president, and one was your favorite car. And I did that for a reason, was because I had seen a whole bunch of people in the chat that I had never seen their names anywhere before. And I knew what that was, is they'd come in and register, hope they win, and they'd never, sight nor seen on the channel again. Okay. And the idea is I want this to go to channel, family members and actual preppers. Okay. So that's the reason why you got to be a subscriber to me in the chat. If you just found the channel this morning and said, hey, I'm going to go register for this, I'm sorry, you're not eligible. Okay. If you didn't put your favorite president or your favorite car, whichever drawing we're doing in here, it's not a valid entry. I'm doing this for a reason, guys. If something pulls up, I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but I will tell you this. This is called following directions, attention to detail. If you do not do that in an SHTF situation, I'm kidding you not, you will be dead. Okay. So, sorry, I'm going to apologize ahead of time if somebody says, but, follow directions clearly stated in those videos. All right, we had a bunch of Kenny Crowder, thank you. Lily B, thank you. Virginia Dooley, thank you. Chrissy Stewart, thank you. Yeah, okay. Redbeard, thank you. I appreciate all the super chats, guys. That's greatly appreciated. Next one that we have, it's supposed to be, I believe it's on the way. I have a new generation food dehydrator that is coming that we'll be doing a review on and a giveaway of here in the next week or two, depends on when it gets here. That's another Elliott deal. So we will get into that. I've also talked to Ocatel. I've talked to EcoFlow directly. So there's some other stuff in the works that I'm still trying to deal with. All right. But, some of these are like, well, we want to get you on the affiliate program. Nope. Sorry. Don't do that. I don't want commissions. Nothing like that. Schulte Family Homestead. Thank you. I'm not getting into any affiliate deals. You know that, in my opinion, uh, destroys the objectivity. It's like, oh, if you buy this, I get money. No, okay. I don't do affiliates. I don't do sponsorships. I will give an honest review. That's it. If the product's good, I will tell you. If the product sucks, I will tell them. If you really want me to tell everybody in the world that your product sucks, and usually they come back and say, nah, maybe not. So, go that way. But I am working on some other ones, so there will be more in the future. But that's the fun one. So, you guys ready? Let's see if we get a couple of ones if you guys are ready for the first drawing. Jen relocated Texan, thank you. I don't see any ones. I guess nobody's ready. There we go. Okay. I figured that'd make the chat go nuts. All right. There you go, mods. That's my gift to you tonight. Make it go faster. All right. So the first one we are going to give away is the FF Power 2000 watt generator, the one that I did the full review on the other day. Treasure Seekers, thank you again. The one I did the full review on. It was about a 15-minute review. So that's the one we're going to give away first. So let me flip the camera over here and let me show you guys exactly what I'm doing. It was the same deal as last time. If you remember, the normal random comment picker I work still doesn't work. So I don't know if that website's just gone down. So I'm using the same one I used last time. But I just saw Voice of Truth and somebody else had popped in with super chats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me flip this over and we'll get into this here real quick. So, all right. Let me blow up the screen so you guys can see what's going on. And I will. All right, so here is the video that I did the FF Power. So that's the generator. What I am going to do, you see up here on the top, I am going to copy the link from this video, and we are going to go over to this YouTube random comment picker, and I am going to paste the link in. All right. And if I hit fetch here, we are going to take out the include replies. Like I said, it has to be an original comment, not a reply. And I auto allow duplicates is automatically off because everybody gets one entry per person. Nobody gets more. So let's see how many entries we have on this one. And I'm betting there's quite a few. All right, so while this is counting away, I will remind everybody this is a must be present to win. So once we pick the name, please, I will ask everybody refrain from making comments in the chat room there. Let the winner have everybody's undivided attention to find her, okay, or him. And that way the mods and I can see it very quick. The person whose name I'm about to draw, when I say pick a winner, has 3 minutes to reply that they are here. All they have to do is say, I'm here, or something like that. It's me, whatever it would be. That's all I need. Don't need anything else. Okay, so it's got to be a valid entry. They've got to be here, and they've got 3 minutes to tell me. If none of those things fit, I will pick another one. So here we go. And I will click pick a winner, and we have a Krista Cat, hopeful in Virginia, Trump all the way. That is a valid entry. So now let me watch in here. We are looking for a Krista Cat. And a Krista Cat, you have until 9:17 on my clock to say you are here. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. A Krista Cat is here. Woohoo! All right, congratulations. We have a FF Power 2000 watt generator, as you're looking at my chin, going to a Krista Cat. Okay, so congratulations there, a Krista Cat. What I need you to do is email me your mailing address, and I will get this shipped out. This one's coming directly from me. So I will ship it out UPS to you here beginning of the week, probably Monday or Tuesday, depending on when UPS is in the area, because no offense, but I'm not driving 45 minutes to go drop it off. I wait till the truck comes here. I catch them on the street and I give them the package and it goes. So, but email me your address so I have somewhere to mail it to, and you will have a prize by the end of the week. That's number one. Okay. Number two, prize number two is the EcoFlow Delta Pro, the behemoth. Okay, this is the 3200 watt one that I've got, where if you get two of them, you can literally hook up your house to this thing. Okay, this is the creme de la creme of generators, and this one is from Elliott. If you guys saw the video, Elliott has a huge sale going on any sort of package deals on these. If you don't win a couple of $100 off, it's the lowest price first off, it's the lowest price they've ever had on this unit, and then also giving us $200 on top of it off. So if you don't win and you're in the market for one of these, make sure you go back to that video and look for the coupon code. If you don't need something that big and you're interested in the FF Power one, go back and look at that video. Make sure you look at the coupon code there, because that one's 7% off. And Bob from FF Power said they are going to extend that coupon code all the way out to September 15th for us. So just so you guys got an idea, if you can't do it right now, you got a couple of weeks on each one of these. All right, let's flip over the computer again. And this was the video. Oh, that's a great picture right there where it froze, right? This is the video where we listed all the people for the Delta Pro. So let's copy the link there and go over to the random comment generator. And we will refresh this page here real quick. All right. And paste. And fetch. And take out replies. And let's see how many comments we get on this one. 1,000. What do we have? Did anybody see on the last one? Do we have 3,000 comments on that? I didn't look. Well, there's 2,000 on this one and still going. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 3,000. Okay, we got 36 on the other one, HJS video said. Okay, so Jay Thomas. All right, we got 3,000 on this one. So less people wanted the big generator than wanted the little one. I get the feeling people didn't pay attention to the whole video, which is, again, part of the reason. Remember, guys, same thing on this one. Got to follow all the rules. Contiguous 48, name of the state that you live in, your favorite car. Now, I will take truck or something like that. Even if you said motorcycle, I would be good there. Okay. All right. So all decisions by the judge is final, are final, however that works, whatever. Don't worry about my English tonight. And here we go. Let's pick a winner. We have Tommy M., North Carolina, a 1975 Trans Am and primer paint on white trash millionaire, can use the power setup. I had a 77 Trans Am once. All right, Tommy M. is our winner on this one. Let's see if Tommy M. is in the house. Tommy M., it's 9:18. You have till 9:21. Tommy M. is here. That was quick. All right, good deal. Tommy, congratulations. Same with you. I need you to email me, in your case, because this is going to be shipped directly from Elliott. They ship FedEx. I need name, mailing address, and phone number for you so I can get that to Elliott. I will get it to him Monday morning. They usually ship midweek, so probably end of the week, maybe the weekend, you'll have it. But you just won yourself a $3,100, $3,200 EcoFlow Delta Pro. Congratulations. All right, let me readjust here. Move some of this stuff. Yes, we finally finished opening all the envelopes. So that was the fun part. So we've got all that done. And my kitchen table looks like Santa's workshop here with a bunch of elves just Christmas letters all over the place. So yeah, Mrs. P, next step for us to do is sort them all out into what kind of seeds each person wants, and then we'll start filling them. So eventually we'll get there, but that's what's going on. All right. Congratulations to both the winners. Actually, we didn't do too bad. We got that done in 20 minutes. So now we can get into the regular fun part of the not that wasn't fun, part of the night. So we'll get into Q&A. I will let everybody who's new here know what we do. This is all about you guys. This is a chance for you guys to ask me questions. Do I have all the answers? No, I'm not even going to pretend to. Got a lot of them, but not all of them. If you have a question for me, please put it in all caps, like every other YouTube channel out there asks you to. Over 3,000 of you in here and one of me. The chat's going crazy for 7 mods. You can imagine how fast I'm going to have to read them. I'm looking for capital letters. Okay. But what I do ask, please keep it polite. Please keep it friendly. Treat others as though you'd expect to be treated yourselves. Between all my moderators, North Shore Jacob, Robert, Lucky Dame, Lorna, Crazy Cat Lady, and who the hell am I forgetting? I'm forgetting somebody. I get too long of a list. I'm sorry. They work like crazy to keep the trash out of here. And y'all know there's some serious trash on YouTube. We don't want the trolls in here. We don't want people promoting porn sites. So that's what these guys are doing, and thank you to them is always appreciated. So, they work hard for this and they don't have to. I appreciate it. So, but keep it PG-13 in the chats at least. And we'll go from there. All right, so let's get into Q&A. I'm going to go to the top as close as I can get to the top. And let's see, there's all the congratulations, and we'll start from there. So, all right. Blessed girl, viewers dropping like flies. Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's exactly what happens. That's why I do the drawings the way I do it, because I know there's a whole bunch of people that just come here to see if they can get free stuff and really aren't preppers. They just want to see if they can go to a pawn shop and get something out of it. Okay, so I got to be fair to everybody and put everybody in there, but I'm going to at least make sure that, you're at least a subscriber and have been for at least a day. So best I can do, but yeah, we'll see what happens. You try, but you know as well as I do, there's people out there that are just plain greedy. And, unfortunately, that's the way the world is these days. Diane S., what is going on with the pond? Okay, kind of interesting. The guy who originally dug it miraculously showed up at my door Wednesday. And I was letting the dogs out. And all of a sudden he pulls up and walks up to the front door. I'm like, well, there's somebody I never thought I'd see again. That was how I welcomed him. And I said, okay. And I showed him the videos, and the same video I showed you. I said, this has got to be fixed. And I put out the stuff there. So he did like 3 hours of work on Thursday, like 3 hours of work or 3 hours of work on Wednesday, 3 hours of work on Thursday. Friday it rained. I'll give him that. He's supposedly working on it. If he fixes it, that's fine. Just less of a hassle that I have to deal with between finding, getting somebody else to do it and then going to court. But he actually did something. So we'll see where we go. My Skydive 11. Funny how fast the live views go down the minute the drawing is over. Of course, and it is what it is. Okay. Is that important? Sure. Okay. Is the other 40 minutes, in my opinion, of the live streams important? Yeah. Yeah, that's why we do them. Nani, how many envelopes did y'all get in all? Here, we'll do this again. I can get it to do it. There you go. That's what we got. Those are all y'all's envelopes. So yeah, trust me, I didn't count them, but there's piles of them. Katie, 27-320. Can I slow the chat now? It's too fast to read. The chat is on slow. This is on slow mode already. So, I can possibly, here, let me see if I can slow it down just a hair more for you guys. Bear with me. Never had to do that before. I'll go even slower, but if that's what it takes, it's what it takes. So, do. Sorry, I gotta flip through a couple of pages to get to the settings on it. Oh, customization. All right, we will change it to. Whoops, I don't want to change it to. We'll change it to 2 minutes. All right, so hopefully that helps a little bit so y'all can keep up, because I want you guys to be able to read the chat too, because a lot of times there's good answers in those questions too. All right, reverse snowbird, take a shot or drink for my birthday. There you go. Sold. Happy birthday. Yeah, mine's next weekend, so. Let's see. Michigan man, how many acres do I live on? 3. Do not have a huge property. 3 acres is enough for me to handle. Obviously you haven't been around too long, so not a problem there. I don't have animals on the property other than my dogs. I've got plenty of garden space, but I don't have animals. So, what I can do on 3 acres, 3 acres is enough to keep me busy between all my gardens and the pond, which will eventually have fish in it, things like that. That's enough work right there for me. Carol, pinball, someone on chat said you don't trust Steve Deese. Is there a reason? Well, I don't know who came up with that lie. I mentioned to somebody earlier before, I'm good friends with Steve's sister-in-law. Jackie and I Jackie lives up in Grand Rapids, and I used to work with her when I was up in Fort Wayne, and we were good friends, and we'd known each other since before she was married into the family. But no, I have no problem with Steve Deese whatsoever. I enjoy what he does. He's a true conservative. Sharon Schick, did I mail any of the heirloom seeds yet? I've got the envelopes open. Nothing's going to be out in the mail for at least a week. And when it comes, because I'm still harvesting seeds as well and drying them and doing the processing of them, Mrs. P and I are going to sort out all the envelopes as I had you guys write on the back what you wanted. 99% of the people followed directions. I did have some people who put a list in one envelope with a list in there, and they're going to get whatever seed was on the top of their list, and that was it. We had people who did not put return address, self-addressed stamped envelopes in there. Those just got thrown in the garbage. There were very specific rules on this too, on how to get things done. I'm not going to go out and buy envelopes and stamps, and if you followed everything, I'm going to do what I can to get you what I got seeds, but we'll sort them all out. It's like some of the tomatoes will be the first seeds that go out because those are about done. I'm still harvesting the peppers, so I'm still collecting seeds, so those may not go out for 3-4 weeks or whatever it would be. It's not like it's a big deal. Nobody's planting anything for at least 3 months, 4 months. So, I think I'm okay. But no, nothing's been mailed out. I'll let you guys know when the first lots start going out. It'll be, I'll just housekeeping at the beginning of a video. Joan, if I didn't say thank you for the super chat, thank you. I know a bunch of them flew by. Mary Marks, how do I seed save? Go look at my video. Go look at the playlist, the gardening playlist. There is a video in there specifically on seed saving, and I go through about how to save about a half a dozen different seeds. Gizmo, does the back side of the DIY sun stove get hot? It doesn't get hot at all. It's not a heater, guys. It's just a mirror. Brandy, thank you for the super chat. It's just a mirror, okay? I mean, once you take it out of the sun, even when it's in the sun, it's not hot. It's just reflecting where it's reflecting. That gets hot, the pan, but it's a mirror. That's all it is. Your car mirror or whatever it was, works the same way. Just this is in parabolic form, so you can focus the light. Christine Campbell, where is a safe place for your money if banks are not safe? as the old saying goes, if you can't hold it, you don't own it. The safest place for your money right now is in the safe in your house. Uh, and you, guys, you can get a small 1 foot square safe for $100. Okay, uh, it's where do you keep car titles, your passport, your marriage certificate, anything like that? Any of those that get something that's fireproof, get something that's waterproof. You don't need a big one, and you buy gold or silver, copper, whatever would be any permits, passports, anything like that you have should be there. This will be controversial, okay? And I know there's going to be people that disagree with me on this one, all right? And that's fine, okay? This is just my personal opinion. Don't bolt your safe to the floor. And the reason I say that, hide it, certainly, okay? Camouflage it with the shoe boxes or something like that. If your house gets broken into, your house gets broken into. But the reason I said if you put all your precious stuff in the safe and a shit hits the fan scenario, you may only have a couple of minutes to get out of the house. You're going to grab your bug out bag, and if you got the chance, you're grabbing that safe. And you just take the whole damn safe with you, not trying to open it up and sort through everything. You got your documents, you got identification, you got money, whatever it is, all just take the whole damn box. If it's bolted down, you can't do that. That's my opinion. I know other people are going to say that defeats the whole purpose. I don't think it does. I'm just giving you my opinion. Just saying. H. Welder, where did I get that hat? I don't remember. I've had the hat for 20, 30 years. It was somewhere in Detroit. What kind of hat? I mean, it's just a fedora. PK, do I ever sleep or are you waiting till winter? I've got the weirdest sleep patterns in the world with everything going on. I mean, I'll go to bed at 11. By the time I fall asleep, it's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'll get up, it'd be 4:30, 5 o'clock. But then middle afternoon, when it's 90 degrees like it was today, I'll lay down and take a 2 hour nap because I can't be working outside. And, it's just, okay, I need some sleep. And then like I'll get done here and it'll be 10 o'clock and I'll still have 2 hours worth of stuff I can do tonight. So whether it's studying or whether it's, paying attention to world events, obviously I'm not going out and working in the garden or something like that. But uh, yeah, I mean, I've got to a point where I'll sleep when I'm tired. And other than that, there's stuff that needs to get done, because I don't know. I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but none of us know if we wake up tomorrow morning and the world's blown up overnight while we go to sleep. I mean, like I said, granted, it probably won't happen on a Saturday going into Sunday, but like I had said to you guys once before, we're going to wake up one morning to an economic calamity. That's going to work. It's not going to happen at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for us. You're going to wake up to it because the Chinese markets open up around midnight. The European markets open up around 4 a.m. Our markets don't open up till 9:30. Well, that's almost half a day that the world's going to have gone foobar before our markets are even open. You're going to wake up and they're going to go, China collapsed, Europe collapsed, our market opens in 2 hours. And you're not going to go, gee, I wonder what's going to happen to our market in 2 hours. At that point, the economy just went boing. That's it. So, and we never know what day that's going to be. So it's like, but we do know this. Every day is one day closer to it. The time, I did a video a long time ago, the one prep that you never will have enough of, and that's time. So, running warrior, am I a retired law enforcement officer? No, I was never law enforcement in my life. I was ex-Army intelligence. I was a stockbroker for 8 years, and then I spent the last 18 as a corporate recruiter, whether it was IT or engineers or finance. So, nope, I never worked a day in my life, unless you consider working at the county jail as a pseudo guard for 3 months as a guarding the guys who were working in the kitchen. Unless you consider that a law enforcement officer, no, I've never been a law enforcement officer in my life. just chilling. Do I know what size generator I would need for my oxygen concentrator? I think it's 55 watts. Okay, there's two things in there. It's the question of how big to run it, and then how long it needs to run. I mean, if it's 55 watts, you could get the tiniest little generator and it'll run it. It only may run it for 45 minutes, but it'll run it. That's the thing. If it's 55 watts and you had, let's use the EcoFlow Delta, the 1300, the smaller one of the EcoFlows that I talk about a lot. If it's 55 watts, that's going to run it for, probably a couple of days. The size will then not only it'll depend on two things. Can it handle it and how long it'll run it? So, but without knowing the specs on it, no, I have no idea. Denise Doodles, did I hear they disarmed a bunch of people in Southern Illinois? No, I did not. I'd be interested in what happened there. I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to the news this afternoon. Saturdays are usually work around the house, do something, because there's not as much going on the weekends. So, Elisa Butler, do I plant cover crops? No, and I know everybody says, why don't you? Everything like that. I do a lot of things different. Okay, there's not a whole lot of people that use pea in their garden as their fertilizer, but I do. Okay, because it works. I don't plant cover crops. I use the material I have instead. Okay, so this time of year, for the rest of the year, what I'm doing is building the soil. Now that my vegetables are coming out, my grass clippings and my shredded leaves from the lawnmower are going straight into the gardens now. They don't go into the compost pile, the compost first. They go straight on top of the garden. They'll decompose over the winter. They'll get tilled in the spring to add more organic material. The shredded grass clippings add a ton of nitrogen. The leaves add a ton of carbon into the soil, so it solves the same problem that you're doing or does the same thing that you're doing with the cover crops. Okay, the grass clippings will act as a fabulous weed barrier, so I don't get weeds growing in my gardens. Oh, but the difference is my grass clippings are 100% free. I don't have to go buy seed for planting my clover or whatever, and clover seed ain't cheap. Okay, and rather than I'd have a whole lot less work in the spring too. It's just till it right in. I'm not cutting it and tilling it and raking it and doing all that sort of stuff. Works just as well. It's just free. Fort Ellesmere Farm. I admit to a giggle from your seed pile. Did I find a lot of seeds donated? Yeah, I had probably 10 or 12 bags of different seeds that people sent me in there, and I do appreciate it. I mean, it's a lot of you guys that said, "Hey, let us send you some seeds. You can help with this." Please do not send me seeds, guys. I'm asking. Please don't. Okay, I've got more seeds. Somebody sent me an entire box full of seeds. I mean, probably 100 different envelopes at least of seeds. Well, I greatly appreciate it. They just get put in the seed bank. I don't have. I mean, I've got 2,300, 2,400 square feet of garden. I don't have a farm. That's it. So, but I do appreciate it. But I'm just saying, I'd rather have you share your seeds with people in here or your neighbors or something like that. I greatly appreciate the offer. I just don't need them. Okay, and that what I was trying to do with this seed exchange is I've got extra. Let me see if I can share some of it, and now I've got more extra. So, do what I can. Whoops, we just shot to the bottom. North Alabama hiking. What are you saying here? We had a hiker killed in a. Now I got to go find that. Hang on. We had a hiker killed in a robbery attempt in Talladega last week. Incidents on hiking trails seem to have increased lately. Always carry your firearm, have a tourniquet in your med kit. Have an Israeli bandage as well. Okay. An Israeli bandage is probably one of your most critical first aid kit things. That's for a deeper wound, a good bleeding wound, you know, bullet wound, knife wound, something like that. But what you're telling me there does not surprise me. You have people on hiking trails. Where's a good place to rob people, and where are homeless going? Where they're can hide in the woods. You know. Sorry to hear that. Okay, so let's see. Mark Brimmer, I appreciate the compliment, and no, I'm not a great man. I'm just doing what I can to help my fellow man. So, uh, Leo wife, you just popped super chat. If I have a climate controlled storage unit in walking distance, is it smart to get one and store some preps? If it's within walking distance, I think that's a great idea. Okay. The ones that worry me, like for me, the nearest storage place would be a 20-minute drive. That's useless. Okay. Because I guarantee you somebody's blocking off some road between me and getting out of town. Besides us blocking off a road from somebody getting in. Uh, but yeah, if you've got one that's within walking distance, hell yeah. The other nice thing about those is usually they are steel and concrete, which means they're fireproof. So yeah, if you've got a climate controlled storage unit there, definitely get one. That's a great secondary place for more storage. Uh, Definitely a good place for some of the I wouldn't, maybe some food, not much, but if you've got things like some of your medical supplies, extra toilet paper, anything like that, if it's within walking distance, you can go to it, gee, I need, two more boxes of toothpaste. Okay, just run over there and get it real quick. Yes, 100%, that's a good idea. Uh, do, 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 do. Franklin Myers, people retired getting their checks sent to the bank are going to be hurting. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. It's gonna be one day you're gonna wake up and the bank's gonna say, sorry, you can't get your money. And, everybody talks about December 13th. And, I've said that we, I don't see it happening. I've been wrong before, i.e., Russia, Ukraine. Uh, I don't see it working, but that doesn't mean that Joe's not going to try it. I mean, hell, the whole tuition reimbursement thing or whatever you call it, forgiveness, that's blatantly illegal, yet he did it anyway. So, you know. Lisa Brazy, hey, Pinball, what's your thought on buying gold or silver? I've always been a proponent of buying both. And right now, I think you are getting them at a good discount. What I see, gold was at 1750. What do I look at? I don't even know what the markets did today. If I look right here, gold is at 1750. Silver's at 1877. It's still good. Silver could drop a little bit more. Gold's probably pretty close to a bottom where I think it would be. But yeah, I definitely have both. I would also say definitely. Okay, let's qualify. Let's go into this because obviously you're relatively new. Gold and silver are going to be your wealth storage ideas. Okay, this is how you're going to keep it. I know a lot of people talk about it for barter. I I don't see it. The gold and silver you're thinking about buying. Okay, gold bars or gold coins. I don't think any of us are buying gold bars, uh, unless they're 1 ounce bars. But silver coins or silver bars or stuff like that. Those are good for wealth storage. But think about what you can spend that on. You know, an ounce of gold right now is $1,750. In an SHTF situation, what are you going to possibly need you're going to buy for $1,750? Okay. I mean, the value of everything is going to go up, the value of money is going to go down. So, because nobody's gonna be able to make change, remember, maybe they give you a little bit of silver, but you're not going to go, gee, you know what? I want to buy a loaf of bread and a pound of tomatoes. All I've got is a gold bar. And a guy's not going to go, great. You know what? I've got 6 pounds of silver I can give you right here in change. Your gold is storage of wealth to come out the other side. Your silver ounce coins may get used as currency. What I would suggest besides having those is also get junk silver, nickels, dimes, quarters, pre-1965. Okay. 90% silver coins. that will be the currency in an SHTF. Okay, I'm just saying, because it's got the silver and it's in small enough denominations that it's going to have some value and some tradability. Patriot Grandma, reading 1 second after, it's eye-opening. Do I have EMP protection? Okay, and I've said many times that I am not the uh, authority on EMP by any means. Okay, uh, you hear all the stories about making Faraday cages out of trash cans and cardboard and stuff, and in theory, it will work, I guess. Okay, the problem is there's never been an EMP. Okay, so the only way we can test any of these theories is in a controlled environment. And that's great that they set off a fake or a small tiny nuclear reaction in a sterile cell or whatever and figure out what it is. We have never had a EMP, a nuclear explosion, go off in the stratosphere to wipe everything out. We don't know if it'll work. I mean, I know people believe in this EMP shield company, and then I've seen stories on both sides that, most modern cars, the way they are made, some will say they're not moving, like the book, 1 second after. All the cars stopped. Other people say the way the cars are shielded, most of them will be fine. I don't know. So it's one of those where, yes, better safe than sorry to do something, but two, is it high on my priority list of something to do? No. That's the best answer I got for you. Christine Campbell, thanks, Pinball. Got to get hubs on board with self storage of funds. I mean, again, you don't have to do it all. I mean, I don't know what your financial capacity. I mean, if you've got $100,000 in the bank, I'm not telling you to put $100,000 in the safe at home. I'm certainly not saying that. But I right now I'm to the point where I look at banks as whatever I put in there is money that I've got to be willing to lose, because if the banks go under, the FDIC has 99 years to pay you back, guys. I don't know about you, but I don't think I'm gonna live to 145. So, 155. How old am I? There we go. Hang on. Nat. Super Davy Duty. When do I think land will make a drop in price? Well, considering what you're seeing with the real estate market right now, with mortgage rates going up and with new or existing home sales going down because of mortgage rates going up, you can probably start seeing it here pretty soon. Now, how it affects raw land, I don't know, but home prices have probably peaked. Billy Pollard, some say to put 30% of your liquid assets in precious metals. Your thoughts, Chief? I wouldn't say no to that. I've said, in the past, standard rule of thumb was always 10% as an investor. Or what we've looked at in the last 6 months, I've been saying probably 20. If people are saying put now 30, I wouldn't say that's a bad idea. Okay. Virginia 2 Cheese, what's the favorite meal Mrs. P makes me? It's got to be her stroganoff. That is certainly it. But her cream of chicken soup is absolutely to die for. And her borscht is really good. So, and all those recipes are on a playlist that's Cooking with Mrs. Pinball. So, and there's other ones in there that she's made too. So, try to share some of our recipes. And again, you got to remember the reasons why we're sharing those recipes. These are recipes she grew up on in the Soviet Union. So they are very very tasty foods that you can make out of very simple ingredients, which, gee, what are preppers going to have? Very simple ingredients. So, you're going to get real tired of beans and rice. It's going to need to figure out some way to do something with it. It's like, oh, I've got this vegetable and that vegetable. I mean, when she can make an entire dinner out of one leg quarter, a chicken leg and a chicken thigh, and make an entire dinner for both of us, That's stretching food, you know. And when you're full, you're like, damn, it's all we used. Cool. Uh, Susan Lathrop, there was something about a pipeline explosion in Mexico today. Great, because I saw something about a BP explosion in Michigan. Somebody had sent me too. Edward Perryman, in your underwear drawer. Nobody will check there unless you're Melania Trump, right? The FBI has no problem going into your underwear drawer. They've proved that. Okay. Uh, yeah, South Colorado Stetter. What do I think about MAGAs being called semi-fascists? Again, this is projectionism. I mean, if you look at the definition of fascism, that is exactly what Antifa, BLM, all these climate change goofballs, I mean, they are the fascists. They're the ones where if you don't agree with them, you need to be shot. That's fascism. Okay. That's it's projectionism. And Democrats are notorious for this. It's like, the first rule in the Democrat handbook. Can you blame everybody else for what you're doing? Yes, good. You're a Democrat. Uh, but like I said, my business card is, 9 feet long. I'm a deplorable Islamophobic, xenophobic, homophobic, racist, whatever it is. Call me whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. I could give a rat's ass what some purple-haired freak is going to call me, because all I'm going to be like is, there's your nose up in your skull, and we're done. Huts John, keep small safe and your gun safe for easy bug out. Exactly. John Smith, thank you, Pinball, for always giving back to your subs. You're good people. I try. I do my best I can to help. This, again, this is family. This is community. I'm part of it, just like you guys are. I just happen to be the face of it, and I want to help everybody as much as I can, just like you guys want to help everybody as much as you can. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of place for greed and me on this channel. Teresa Klein, what do I do to protect my garden from wildlife? Okay, multiple things. First off, I've got a couple of dogs. They are indoor dogs, but when I'm outside, they're outside, so they're out for most of the day. To keep deer and rabbits and stuff, I plant marigolds around my gardens. Also, I've mentioned Billy's bone sauce from Permapastures Farms. There's a whole lot of different natural things you can do. Most of you guys know this. I use my urine as fertilizer in my garden. The smell of human urine will keep animals out of your garden. Okay. Another benefit. I don't have fences around and all this sort of stuff. That's just a hassle. I can do it other ways. I try to do, I don't want to say emulate Mother Nature. I kind of try to do that, but I try to improve on what Mother Nature does and let what Mother Nature has told us works. And I kind of try to implement that into how I garden, if that makes any sense. Okay. I'm not messing with nature. I'm just using all the tools that nature's giving me, and I'm focusing it in one particular area. How about that? Let's see. Randy King, what are my plans for fall planting? It's going to be cabbage and beets. I'm too late to do my carrots. So carrots will have to wait till the spring. And my garlic, of course, will go in here, in 2 months. So yeah, not a whole lot of, it'll be cabbage and beets will be my fall planting this year. That's going to be the extent of it, because I've still got peppers producing, tomatoes producing. I've got sweet potatoes to harvest. God, what else is still out there? I've still got all my squash, my zucchini. So, I mean, a lot of my summer stuff is still producing. I'm not going to rip it out of the garden to go put something else in. So the only plots I've got right now are where my corn was and where my beets were in the first place, and my green beans. That's it. That's the only space I've got, because where my peas were, I planted melons. So those are growing. So, again, it's using, oh, I take it back. I had the space that I had potatoes in, but that's already put to bed for the year. Uh, so yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of crops just because most of my stuff is still producing. Uh, do, 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 do. My prepper journey. Mom laughs because I prep. How do I open her eyes? That's the eternal question. I mean, and we've all, if their eyes aren't open by now after seeing $5 gallon of gas, or $1,000 cart of groceries, or 20 million people's electricity on the verge of getting shut off because of this, if they haven't seen all the illegals crossing across the border, and New York going, oh my God, we got 1,500 people. What do we do with them all? And Texas is going, we got 1,500 people a freaking hour. What do you want? You know, uh, if they haven't seen it by now, good luck. That's the only thing I can say. If people have blinders on, if they've got their head shoved so far down in the sand, we'll be polite, okay, they ain't ever coming out. They will be a speed bump in the future of life, and that's it. And we just have to accept that. It's like, Mom, if you don't want to realize that the world has gone to shit, okay, we're already there. Then just plan. Just tell me where you want me to bury you, because you're not going to make it to Christmas at the rate you're going. And it's called tough love. That's the only thing. I can't help everybody, Mom. I got to help me and my family first. If you don't want to help yourself, that's on you. And if she laughs at that, fine. But just remind her real quick, okay, Mom, I understand you're laughing at me, but I'm telling you this, when this does happen, because it's going to, okay, simple as that, do not come to my house, Mom. You will not be welcome. Okay, you remember this day. I told you this is the last straw. If you don't want to do it, goodbye. Holy crap, it's 3 minutes to 10. How the night flies. Well, canning mama, Mr. P, I'm always here but working, canning 50 pounds of tomatoes this week. Damn, how many canners do you have? Industrial size. Yeah. Let's see. Marcy Wilson, will putting food inside of the microwave keep the same temp year round to store canned? I don't get, why would you put it in your, I mean, what are you going to get? 6 or 8 cans in a microwave? I mean, if you keep it in the house, you pretty much keep your house the same temperature all year. Okay. If you're like most people, maybe, on average, it's like, oh, we keep it at 72 in the summer, we keep it at 68 in the winter. That's fine. Okay. That little temperature variation is fine. It's like, you don't want to keep it in the garage where it's 110 in the summer and, 20 in the winter. That's what you don't want to do. But if you keep it in your house is climate controlled. Never too old to learn. I watch your channel because you're interesting and I learn from you. That's why I watch a lot of channels too, because I learn stuff from them. That's why I read the books I read, because I can learn different things. And there's so many aha moments. There's some videos I watch just for pure entertainment, and there's some videos I make probably that are just pure entertainment. But there's a lot of them that I watch somebody's video and there's like, aha, never thought about that. How can I take their idea and adapt it to my situation and make it work? And that's what I look for, is videos that make me think about how somebody else did something and how I can adapt it to make it work for me. All right, one more. Jennifer Jones, you think the MSN will tell us if it goes FUBAR? We're going to go completely FUBAR. I mean, they could nuke CNN and they'd still tell you everything was fine. Don Lemon would come out with a smile on his face, even though his ears were glowing. Last one. If I can find one. Did I ever meet Lynette Zhang? No, I do not know who she is. What is your favorite vehicle? Okay. This is a good question. Favorite vehicle would have to be, especially for a prepper, has to be a pickup truck. I cannot tell you how many times I have told Mrs. P, reason number 9,842,351 why we have a truck. Okay. There are 1,000-fold more things I can do with the truck than anybody can do with an SUV, can do with a car, can do anything like that. A truck is a crucial instrument for a prepper because I can throw anything in the back of the truck. I can throw people in the back of my truck and use it for something. People can be leaning over the cab with a gun, if we're traveling and protect us. Try doing that in a car, I'll hang out the window, right. This isn't Hollywood. Okay. I can throw trash in the back of there. I can haul dirt, sand, gravel, dead bodies, whatever I need to do in the back of the truck. Try throwing a dead body in the trunk of your Mazda. You might not want to do that. Throw it in the back of the truck, and if they leak all over the place, just get a hose and wash them out. How about that for a wet end of video? Have a good evening. We'll see you in the morning. Pinball out.